What is going on, guys? Damn, I'm feeling rugged. Every time I shoot a video, I'm always like the most rugged. Anyways, guys, today we are up. Excuse me one second. So today, I got the cover up, so you guys can't really see the finished product, but we are going to be checking it out today. We got the finished. Look at this guy's got a fucking sweater on. Look at him. Hey, what's up, vato? Yo, in this neighborhood, there's gotta be like at least 12 just little ass dogs running around here all the time. Yesterday, I picked up the very final pieces to the ceiling, which is the crossbeam, so I can finish everything up. Also found the stripping that I'm going to be using to finish off all the raw edges on the ceiling and on the walls. It's actually, I think it's going to work out really well, but right now we're going to head out to get some coffee. This motherfucker is just mad dogging. Anyways, we're gonna go get some coffee so we can start working on this, start cutting the pieces, get some bungee cords so stuff can stop from flying off the shelves. Then it's gonna be 100% habitable. I believe that's the word. Let's go get after it. We're gonna go get some coffee and then we'll start working on this thing. I'm gonna show you guys what we have. The finished product is looking pretty freaking sick, although I'm a little bummed out because the shelves that I have back there, I knew this was gonna happen. The glass shelves rattled too much, one fell out and it broke. So yeah, I went to go look how much it would cost to just get some plexiglass and replace them with plexiglass, and it's like a $30 piece that I need to buy. So it's not too expensive, but I'm trying to work within the budget. So damn it, now I gotta blow back into this shit. Alright guys, I'll see you guys in a bit. So we started building the ceiling piece. So I bought some, they're kind of like a plastic fencing type of deal. And so there's a curve. There's a curve, as you can see, on the roof. And so what I did was essentially I just put them in the sun here for a little bit. I dropped some water on the cushion this morning, so I had to dry it out, but I put them, it's a super thin like plastic piece. It's super hot right now. So I'm going to show you guys how I actually got the bend for this, using a little bit of the heat of the sun so that we can actually get a good bend there and a good bend there. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the heat of the sun now that this shit is hot. It's super flexible. See, what you want to do is just want to crank it over your knee like this. Put my gloves on. It's super hot. Gloves are on, so now you just bend it over your knee. You always want to get these little edges at the very end, because that's where it dips the most. So you want to make sure you get a good stretch in there. And then you just crank it. Get a pretty good bend in it. See? So then you just kind of fit it. This one isn't cut. This one's going in the very front, but that's how I did it. I'm gonna attempt to put this rear one there. I was trying to bend it here earlier, like I shoved it in there and then I bent it back, but then it snapped. So this piece that I'm putting up here was the original piece that I was trying to put up there. When I went to bend it for there, it snapped. So I'm gonna put it back here. Since it goes into the top of the closet, you won't be able to see that raw edge over there. So improvisation, friends. So I got it to fit right there. Got a good curve there, but just notice that this edge is still you can still see it, you know, it has to be pushed up. The only way to push it up is to get to that screw over there, and it's kind of far and it's a small clearance here. So if I put it here, it's still gonna be left like that, and that's no good. So gotta figure out what I'm gonna do here. Be back in 10. So I had to disconnect the closet, move it off the wall. Now we're gonna screw it up in there. I got it fitting up there how I want it, and it fits good right there. So we're good to go. We're just gonna bolt it in, make pilot holes. Always pilot holes, guys. Remember that if you're fitting these things. There it is. Fits there. Screwed in there and up there. So now it looks like there's wooden beams inside my van. Pretty sick, right? I really like the way they came out. Really finish it up really nicely. Sweet. Now, all we gotta do is fit those edges right there. This is pretty cool because it's got like a self-adhesive piece here. You just peel it off and it has like already glue on there, so it's pretty easy to stick. It's got these little lines. Hope you guys can see them. It's got these little lines in here, and those you could bend, so it actually gives you a nice finish where there's a curve to the van, or to the seam, I should say. Then what you're gonna do is you just take this piece off like that. It's got like some glue on it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we're just gonna line it up here first. And then boom. So you got a piece of cloth because it burns your hand as you rub it down the plastic. This way you can get a nice smooth seam. It doesn't burn your hand. Might be common sense, but you know what they say, common sense ain't that common. Dude, there's those birds over there. They're eating all this bread. Oh, this motherfucker, get off my van. We are in the parking lot of Home Depot. I got off of work pretty early today, and you can prop you guys up right there. Sweet. How do I look? First day in the van, I guess, officially. So I have some crazy ass stories for you guys. So let me set myself up here, make sure I got some good lighting. So cool, man. I got my own little recording studio right here. These Joby pods, these things fucking suck, dude. After a while, they just suck a bag of dicks. Don't buy these things. The other day, I drove to work, had my lights on. I completely forgot because this old ass van, the dashboard lights, they're super dimmed, and you can't really see it. It doesn't have like a little indicator like how newer cars have. If you open the door and the lights are still on, it'll give you a beep. This shit doesn't have it. So, not realizing, I get off the car, I left my lights on all day. I go back after work, turn on the van, nothing. Battery was completely dead. I didn't have AAA, I didn't have any roadside assistance, and I had this little charger here that my homie Esteban gave me. It comes in handy and it basically jump starts your car. You connect some pieces here. I don't know where they are, I'm not gonna look for them right now, but there's some pieces that go here. You connect them to the battery and it jump starts your car. This thing didn't have enough juice to power the battery because it's completely dead. I only had about 75% on this thing. I couldn't jump it, so I had to stay the night in the van and the parking lot of my job, which was very interesting. It's almost kind of like a blessing in disguise. Like I am leaving my apartment, or the room that I'm renting inside the house that I'm living in right now. I'm leaving it at the end of this month. I gave my notice already, which is pretty freaking crazy, and November 30th I guess is my last day there. So December 1st is gonna be the first month that I'm inside the van 100%. But you know, we still have a couple weeks left. My room back at the house is completely cleared out. I don't have anything in there. And so all of my stuff is in this van pretty much right now. So all of my belongings, my laptop, my camera gear, my studio gear, all my clothes is set up in here. I have everything that belongs to me. All of my belongings are here in this van. So I am trying it out. It's Friday. Birds are back. So I couldn't get my car started, right? I couldn't get the car started, and I spent 2 days in that parking lot because I couldn't get the car to start. I took the battery out. I took it to AutoZone for them to charge it. I got impatient. It was on the charge for about an hour and a half. I brought it back to the car. Not enough juice, so I had to spend another night inside the van. It got freaking cold. It was really cold in here. Taking that time to stay in the van these last couple of days has been very informative. I've learned a lot in these last couple of days. One of them is that I need to buy a sleeping bag or better covers, because the ones I have right now are just too thin and they don't hold enough heat. So Get off my whip. Damn birds and shit all over the command shuttle. I can't have that. I don't play that shit.